Hello guys and welcome. This is my next Kritika reboot tutorial. My name is NINJI and today we're going to discuss the opportunities of gold and resource farming in the game. And what are the best ways to do it, what do we need each dungeon for, and is it even worth doing it? So let's begin with Windy Highlands Camp, which is probably the most popular place for the endgame players. So, Conquest. It is worth doing it, but you have to take daily quest for 10 green stones. In that case, it's worth doing it 6 times a day on each character. I wouldn't recommend to do it more than that, it's just a waste of time really, unless you want to farm your knight account buff up for the day, and that is it really. Within the side dungeons, I really do recommend to do Stragglers Camp on daily basis. Normally you can enter it 2 times a day. If you got premium, you can enter 1 extra time, so that makes it free. Mainly you only get talisman materials in there, the evolution materials and the stat upgrades. So it is worth doing it. Even if you don't need them no more, you can still sell them. Next up, Haunted Spell Furnace. Very good place. You will need it indeed. Pretty much within all of the endgame period as well, because of Catalapis and artifact enhancing materials. So you will definitely need those. And if you're extra lucky, you might even get some auxiliary fuse, which you can sell for quite decent money, I would say, like 2.5 million probably or so. So yes, it might be worth doing it. It doesn't take much time really. The amount of entries is exactly the same as Stragglers Camp. So 2 in normal case, 3 if you've got premium. Then daily event stage. So this one is a bit tricky. So which one exactly to choose? Obviously during the week we're only allowed to enter 1. So as you can see, the first one is Monday, Saturday, Sunday. Next one Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday and Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. So as you can see, all of them have got Saturday, Sunday included. That means you have got an opportunity to choose in between all of them. So I personally recommend to do Ice Fang Pit if you've got an opportunity to choose, because it is the only one which may grant you gold stones as well. And as you can see, if this is your main character, most likely you will be at 1 million combat power at least, which means you will get the level 8 prize box, which can grant you even up to 10 gold stones per each box. So you can do these 2 times a day. So your max possible jackpot, I would say, is 20 gold stones a day, and that is on each character which has reached at least 1 million combat power. That is a lot. That is really a lot. So I definitely recommend to farm Ice Fang Pit if you can enter it. If not, enter whatever you can. So on Saturdays and Sundays, enter only this one. It will benefit the most. Event page. Stairway to the Sky. Very easy to do. Not very beneficial. But if you still need to farm your force. So force is this. There's 6 different parts. Very useful. Definitely do farm it up, train it up as much as you can. So if you still need to do that, you definitely do Stairway to the Sky. Oh, actually, it might drop even soul gem boxes. So yes, do that. Stragglers Camp. Stragglers Catacombs, that is slightly different. It is entirely for force so it's just force materials, nothing else. So you can do that if you still need it. Airship, which the dragon awoke on, it is only useful if, well, said only useful if you still need ability, because you can get amplification orbs up to 800 from one drop. I have maxed it all out, so I don't really need them. However, you can still sell them. Sometimes the prices are pretty good, so yes, it might still be worth doing it, because nevertheless it really doesn't take much time to do it. It's very easy and straightforward. Next up is Action Zone. Depending on the season, they are changing. So it's not on daily basis, not on weekly basis, on season. Pretty much every time there is a new patch out, Action Zone is changing. So why do you need to do it? So mainly you can only get, as you can see, blue crystals. That will be your common drop. They are not very valuable at the moment. However, you can still combine them. I personally combine 5 basic high blue crystals into one rare. If I'm lucky and successful, I sell it after that, because I don't really need them no more. If you're a bit more lucky with the drop, you can even get rare red crystal from the drop, and the prices are slightly different. You can sell these for approximately 10 million a piece, which is pretty decent. Combining, it's up to you. You can if you want to, but it is quite costly process, and you have to be extremely lucky to roll some really good options on your legendary rare crystal. Besides, it can turn out that your result for the crystal may turn out to be rare. So 5 rare crystals are turning into 1 rare, so that is really unfortunate result, but it can happen in most of cases, so take the risk on your own responsibility. Child pet random box, yes, if you're lucky you can still get these. You can use them if you want. They have a certain set bonus for the pets, so all of the child pets have got set bonus as well. It is not a huge bonus, but in the endgame content, I would say every little helps, so you might still want to farm it. If not, you can still sell them, probably for about 6 million a piece at the moment. So it's not a huge amount of money, but it is okay. So as you can see, so the set bonuses, oh actually all of these are included in that little pet box. So one set, you can get 2% critical damage bonus and 20 crit. Not a lot, still okay. The other one is damage rate 2% and attack 200, slightly better. Okay, returning to dungeon options. Next up, Parallel Labyrinth. Only can do it 5 times a day. Yes, definitely do it if you've got resources and time. That's going to grant huge benefits in the endgame process, as you can see. So that is from the normal dungeon. That is KS1. Huge bonuses, do it if you can. Arena, do it on daily basis. Even if you lose, you still get daily bonus. So 13 blue stones in my case. It is okay. Bonus, I think it's not bad. Guild Battles Simulator and Illusionary Palace. I don't really recommend to stick with those too much. Illusionary Palace, you can do it, I'd say once a week if you want. But I would say it's really the rewards really are not great enough to waste time on that. Next up, Cogwheel. So currently I'm talking about the dungeons you can actually do as a solo player. Therefore I will go to Cogwheel now, because there is a few more. Also, apart from that, you got party dungeons where you need, I recommend 4 parties to do that. So which is 4 people. It is a raid dungeon. Okay, so we're at the Cogwheel. Got a few more options down here, what to do on a daily basis. So Labyrinth, yeah. I personally do the Butterfly Garden with the main character, because this is one out of a couple of places in the game where you can actually get pet gems, and you can combine them. Right up here it states only rare ones, yeah. However, you can also get the high, which is blue one, and even green one. So yeah, so I guess this is the highest possible rare one. So you can combine them and get even better pet gems from there. If you're running these dungeons on your alternative characters, I personally would recommend Labyrinth of Lunatic Girl, because you get entirely gold, nothing else, just gold, because pet gems are untradeable. So on your alts, unless you want them to progress eventually, there's no point doing that. On your main character, I definitely recommend doing Nightmare Training Ground on a daily basis. It has really good drop table, so definitely do that. Imprints, if you haven't maxed out your imprints yet, you can do it. I personally recommend Lycus Arena. If you have received all your desired imprints, the large ones I mean, then you can do this one just for the resources to get more imprint points, imprint pieces, because that is the easiest one. You only get 1 room in that, which you literally can finish with just one skill, depending on the class. Next up, Urgent Sweep. Definitely do this on daily basis. I recommend to do M, because that is the highest one. White's M, I don't really know, but it does grant you lots of soul gems, especially if you're lucky enough to enter the secret room, which grants tons of level 2 and even some level 3 soul gems. So definitely do that. You can do it 2 times a day if on a normal account, 3 times on premium. If your alternative characters are at around 500,000 CP, you probably will not be able to complete M, so stick with the C. However, soul gems are untradeable, so it's entirely up to you whether you want to do it with your alternative characters. I personally don't do it unless I do want to finish daily tasks. Then again, daily is the same as in the windy camp. My apologies. The next is all the same as in the windy camp. So that's all about the Cogwheel. Returning back to normal map, and we're going to discuss the party dungeons. So next up, and most important party dungeon would be Titan, how everybody calls it. However, that is not the only option. There's types of ultimate zones. They are in Evergreen Sky Garden, because you get mainly red, green and blue stone packs. So there's 10 stones in each pack. You get quite a lot of them if you do a hero. So each hero will get approximately 20 packs, which is equal to 200 stones. You also get quite a significant amount of gold stones, which are slightly more expensive, usually around 500,000 apiece. Prices are changing every now and then, so this is where you do Titan. Ultimate stage, obviously you have to do hero, otherwise it's slightly pointless. So all of the trades are happening in hero mode. You can enter it 4 times a day, regardless of your account status. However, you will need 2 tickets, ultimate stage additional entry tickets, to enter extra 2 times, which is going to make it 4. You can do Alki if you feel strong enough. It is really difficult to do on hero mode, but there is a chance. If you do the last boss in Ultimate Titan or Alki, you can get extra items which you can use at Material Collection NPC, so non-player character, and you can trade them for very superior orbs. So the lowest piece you can get is a shiny Catalapis piece. Probably the best. Oh no, actually that is the highest one. As you can see, this is it's actually the best orb for your head armor piece. Absolutely 100%. Then you can get this black one, carbonized Catalapis piece. Slightly worse orbs, still really good. Still really good. If you don't need it for yourself, you can just sell it. So that is, you can get those pieces only from Titan and Alki. However, you have to do the last boss. Most of people are trading Titan, but they are skipping the last boss because it is very time-taking process. It is not straightforward damage the boss strategy. It has some pre-requirements. You have to shoot cannons and sort of that. That takes quite a lot of time. It is not a very pleasant process, so a lot of people skip it. You can do Sky Tiger family shrine, yeah, if you would like to. I recommend to do that if you still can't carry Titan, because this is still good. You will still get lots of materials, mainly enhancement materials. So you will get tons of enhancement stones, tons of runes, white, green and gold. Some gold stones possibly, and so on. And even orbs. If you're lucky enough, you can get artifact orbs, even the high-end ones as well. Obviously that requires a bit of luck to have. Luciana's Sky Garden, as you can see, you can still get various different orbs. Well, actually all of these dungeons can grant you orbs, but as I said, you need them PCs, either carbonized or the other one, to get the best orbs, and those are coming only from these two, Alki and Titan. So the Tiger Shrine is good, but it is artifact orbs if you're lucky. So those are pricey, they're very valuable. Next up is Dimensional Library. Dimensional Library. This is a two people party. It's recommended. So here's the thing in this game: the more people are in the party, higher is your drop rate. Yes, so you would ideally want to fill up the entire party to get a maximum drop rate for extra drop. So a lot of people tend to trade Belladonna mana, just shortening as Bella. Normal one is fine if you can do it. These dungeons are still quite difficult. Belladonna, because there's not much fuffing around with normal monsters or something. It's just straightforward boss killing. It's 3 bosses and that's the whole dungeon, yeah. On normal one, they will simply drop red, green and blue stone packs. About, hard to say, 5 to 7 maybe per dungeon. If you do hero, you get lots more stone packs, plus you also get runes. You get quite a lot of runes, yeah, really significant amount, but the dungeon is a lot harder than normal mode. So I would say you need approximately 10 million combat power to do hero one. You can do either of these. They've got a very similar drop table, as well as the Rocky Path of Heldarim. Revengeful Knight is very different. I personally can do only normal mode at the moment. hero one is super difficult. Even the normal one is a lot harder than the rest of them. However, there's a lot more bosses in that, which means a lot more drop. So that's pretty much it. Yeah. Then you get the right. So Titan is party content. Dimensional library, which is this, is party content. Factory. I forgot to talk about the factory, but we're going to discuss it right now. So heading back to Windy Highlands camp. Factory is a 4-people party dungeon. You definitely want full party for that, because every single drop increase ability is very chance of the very superb drop. So you can still get extra entries, however only one extra entry on this. So to get extra entries you need a blank ticket. They didn't discuss it earlier. So blank ticket, so this is where you're going to need Usurper's Factory additional entry ticket. You need only one for the factory, because you can enter only 3 times including the ticket, regardless of your account status. So here it is a side dungeon, so you definitely want to do it on stage 10. So same as Straggler's Camp and Haunted Spell Furnace. The higher is your stage, the better will be the drop in theory, and it actually does work that way. Someone said the gaps are 1, 4, 7, 10. I'm not sure if it's true, but I believe it could be. So Usurper's Factory, as you can see, it might drop auxiliary equipment, enhancement, safeguard fuses. So there's 2 different types of them. One of them is one that will safeguard and restore even the level of your auxiliary equipment. So in case of failure, so your equipment will not be destroyed, it will be restored, as well as the enhancement level will be kept. So that is important. But there's 2 different types. One of the types is which keeps all of it. The other one says -1 in description. That means in case of failure your enhancement level will drop by 1. After definitely level +6, I do not recommend to go with -1 fuse, because that is a huge loss. So only the ones that save even the enhancement level. So the next one, which is not mentioned here, is an opportunity to get an artifact drop. So you can even get an artifact or artifact box. It could be random selection box or straight up artifact. I've seen people getting that, so it is possible. Yeah, that's pretty much it about gold farming opportunities and the rest of the materials. Also, there is another thing which is raid dungeons. You can buy 2 tickets a day of each type. There's 2 different types. One is ODPA, the other one is Prophecy of the Last Days. So raid dungeon 1 and 3, they do share the tickets, same as raid dungeon 2 and 4. They share the tickets, so you have to keep that in mind. If you're high enough combat rate, I recommend to do 3 and 4, because they've got much better drop table. So slightly about drop tables. So first raid will only let you to get weapon box, mythical weapon box. Currently they are ranging around 200 million a box, so that is very good if you can drop that. Apart from that, you will also get enhancement stones, runes, and RGB stones, or actually even gold stones you can get there. Second raid, you can get weapon box again, as well as armor or accessory box. Armor boxes are ranging around 50 million a piece at the moment. Accessory box are around the same. raid free, all the same again included, plus another new thing which is artifact. It could be either directly artifact, any out of all of them, so it could be either 3 different types of attack or 5 different elements, or it could be all elements or all attack types. Also, you can get artifact selection box, so that is probably the highest thing out of this, because certain artifacts cost a huge amount of money, even more expensive than weapons. Raid Dungeon number 4, again all of the previous drops plus mythical Catalapis. Again, you can get directly certain Catalapis, there's a few different types, or you can get Catalapis selection box, and that is obviously very expensive if you get that, because certain Catalapises do cost I would say quite significant amount of money, even about 350 million. So yes, definitely do these if you can. You can even do first raid dungeon with your alternative heroes, because you only need 300,000 combat power. You don't necessarily need to do anything in the dungeon if the dungeon, in the raid, if the raid leader is alright with that. You can even stand in the lobby doing absolutely nothing. You will still get all of a drop, or you can participate if you like, if you feel strong enough, and help at least with the support rooms. I'm pretty sure a raid leader will appreciate that if you'll be successful in that. Otherwise, please do not sit in the rooms for way too long, because in that case, if the time limit goes to 0, all 8 people in this case will fail the raid. You would not want to be the culprit to be blamed for that, so please keep that in mind. Okay, that was NINJI, and this is all about the gold and resource farming in Kritika Reboot today. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you soon.